All right, cool. Mic check. Mic check. We are live. Welcome back. Welcome back. Got the soundboard activated. Let's get these charts up. Um 9:30 opens with a lot of volume lower, right? So we'll see what the actual vibes are today. Put the charts up. Let's get it started. Boom, 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 boom. Cool. Cool. I see people drawing up longs already. So let's take a look at what's on the table, right? Higher time frame. Start from the top. Daily chart continues expanding, right? We got this tiny pullback, break of structure, the same way we'll read the lower time frame, right? Anytime you see price flip a swing with a strong close through it, you anticipate a simple pullback and continuation, right? You would need to see price close underneath this low before you anticipate something like that. Simple as it gets, right? So now you're just paying attention to how price responds at this high because 9 times out of 10, price is going to take one of these highs and you're going to get that algorithmic pullback the same way we saw here. Short term high, close through it, pullback. Short term high, close through it here on Tuesday. We should get a pullback, right? So even though we're bullish on the higher time frame, we could get a pullback for the next couple days. All right, my bad. Yeah, so even though we're super bullish on the higher time frame, we trade the power of three. So we understand that price will not just continue higher and higher. Right, you're gonna get at least some sort of pullback. So now we're paying attention to how price responds to this previous daily high from yesterday. Notice one thing already, SMT, or maybe did we sweep this high already over here too? Looks like we might have swept it. Let's go down to the lower time frame, 4 hour. We have this 4 hour order block on NAS, which is not showing up on ES. So let's go down to the 2 hour. All right, so I got some order blocks highlighted. Yeah, we did take that previous daily high. Beautiful rejection off of it, right? So that pullback has happened relatively quick. So we may even be able to look for buys if these pullbacks can get a decent retracement. All right, so these order blocks are the only thing I'm watching. You have this 2 hour order block here. Price is driving into. If we go down lower, you'll see. All right, there we go. We can start adjusting these order blocks. You have one here, you have one here, you have this order block here. All right, so there's a few areas here that price could reject. And of course, you can just throw your sessions on and start marking out those overnight lows. Got Asia low right here. Yeah, Asia low right there. Hmm. I was excited to see that price actually ended up taking those highs. Yesterday, we literally called the bottom once again. That trade that we got in, it was crazy. If I didn't get out at around my entry, around break even, it would have hit TP. It just would have took a long time, but stop loss never got touched. We caught the bottom somewhere around like 1 o'clock. I want to say, yeah, 12:30, 1 o'clock. We caught the bottom. Now I'm looking at how price is going to respond to these order blocks. We should see a decent bounce. RTY was very strong coming into today's session as well. See a nice rally here. Start adjusting these order blocks to see if any of these will start to reject. There goes one right there, 30-minute order block. London order block sitting here, Asia order block sitting here, and then you have that New York session order block. One of these are likely to hold, we'll see. We're just gonna sit back and relax until price starts to show its hand, right? And then obviously you have these higher time frame levels, this previous weekly high, which served as beautiful support. Previous weekly open served as beautiful support for ES. See if that continues to hold. If so, we should get another nice rally from these levels here. And it's like yesterday, bro. Yesterday was almost a masterclass of how I was able to stick to the bias, right? We saw this sell off here, and a lot of people may have thought, all right, it's going to sell off. We got this inversion here. That was a sell signal. We got a break of structure here. But how price responded to this low, let me know, bro. This is just wasting time, bro. It's not bearish. Sure enough, price rallied 50 points straight to the upside, takes the high that we were anticipating. Now, when you see this quick retracement off of that level, you want to be cautious just in case it keeps going. But if you start to see rejection, we know you should start looking for the buys again. But yeah, what's up, guys? I got the sound deck going. Let's see what we got.
Do you smell what the Rock is cooking?
Let's see, man.
Bruh.
Yeah, we got some
W's in the shot.
we got some sounds to spice it up a little bit. But yeah, bro, this volume is excellent. We have 20 minutes until 10 a.m. I don't see anybody longing this like they were yesterday. This is selling like crazy. Oh, hold on. Obi just messaged me. I think Obi's in here. Let me step over here. Boom. Let's see. Yeah. Obi's trying to sign in right now. So all right, cool. So that's gonna change that. All right, nice, man. I'm looking forward to a fat week, man. I was watching yesterday. I'm like, bro, that would have been a fat trade if we would have been able to just stick around. I'm not gonna make a habit of trading that late, but literally we called the bottom, bro. There goes Obi right there. Can you hear me? All right, here, let me join you in here. But yeah, guys, if this what do we say? We saw the shift, right? We saw the shift here. It was just so late. And then we wanted to wait for another shift and then fair value gap. And then this was the entry gap right here. I remember entering off of this right here. All right, so with this trade, the entry was there. Stop was 60 points. Took a bit of heat, right? But the target was so far away. Equal highs up here. I was surprised that it actually hit before the market. Well, it didn't hit before the market closed. It gave you like 2R before the market closed, and then it hit it in Asia session, right? Target was hit in Asia. But look at the drawdown, right? I think I got out around 1 o'clock, 1:15, just because of what time it was. And then boom, it never hit stop. Beautiful trade, bro. Beautiful trade. I just wish it wasn't so late in the day because we would have held this. So now stepping into today, like I mentioned, there's a few order blocks that have to hold here. And look at all this selling pressure, guys. Come on, guys. Like, come on, bro. This is starting to look like it's not bearish. All right, price doesn't behave like this when it wants to actually start trending. You usually get a break and a retest before a trend. Right here, look at all the moves higher. Break a high, pull back. Break a high, pull back. Break a high, pull back. That is a textbook trend. If it's not doing that, then it's not trending. It's just manipulating. This is crazy. I wonder if anybody caught those shorts, bro. That is crazy. That is crazy. But yo, I just heard something crazy about Apex, and if it's true, my goodness, I'm getting at least 5 accounts. They are saying that sometime this week, Apex will launch no activation fees for 50K accounts, and you can get an account as low as $20. If that is the case, do not purchase any prop firm accounts until they make that announcement. That will be major. Yeah, it's bloody. Here's Apex right now. I'm not Apex. Here's OB right now. Joint stream.
We're gonna. Oh, let's get it.
Yeah, we're chilling now. All right, cool. Eli, let me see that. Welcome, OB. Welcome.
Thank you.
I see people drawing up the longs already right now, bro. This is crazy. But yeah, you guys see let's start narrowing this down, right? So we can start flattening a lot of these gray zones so we can focus on specific order blocks. This one's already broken. This Asia order block here seems to be giving at least some sort of rejection, but I like this PM session OB here from ES. But keep in mind, we took out previous daily high, we took out London's high, and now we're just retracing back to these overnight lows. There is a lot of liquidity that was generated below that could be swept, so it's just a matter of time before we see the true colors of the markets today. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready for a bang this week. I'm ready for a fat trade.
Today's Wednesday, right?
Yeah, today's Wednesday. We have that holiday on Monday. Tuesday expanded pretty nicely to the upside. Wednesday's either going to put in a bottom or Wednesday is just going to continue the trend.
Wow, bro, this thing has been dumping.
Yeah. Straight dumping. 9:30 opens lower aggressively. Beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah, man, I'm ready to catch something a banger today. Let's see. 37, 31, 32, nothing. Okay, so we got the first presented right here. Now that's interesting. Rock, I think we might be going to that weekly open. Stays this heavy all day?
Yo, my bad. What'd you say, bro?
I said if it stays heavy and we don't see any reversal by like 10-ish, I think that weekly open might be the draw.
Oh yeah. You saw both of them take that high and reject pretty strongly. I don't think we get that low though. I think 9:30 is about to do the same thing it did yesterday. If
I
it
hope
actually,
so. Yeah, I hope so.
You never know. You never know.
Yeah.
I just like how it was way too aggressive, and we're just driving right back into the same order blocks that held up yesterday. RTY should give us a few hints if it wants to continue. Just keep an eye on the previous midnight prices, right? You got midnight price from last night, and then you got midnight price from yesterday. And it looks like ES is the only one driving underneath yesterday's midnight price. If we get a solid rejection, that'll be fire.
5-minute flip, and we're gonna long it. Your boy Benjamin's probably already in this. Knowing that the way he trades. The boy.
Man, don't tell me it's about to offer a 9:30 entry at 9:52 before 10 a.m. again.
Yeah, the Benjamin trade.
Bro, he's already drawing it up, bro. He's already drawing up the long. Literally, as we speak.
Oh my! Well, I'll be so pissed if it does exactly what it did yesterday.
Man. Yesterday, I was just talking about yesterday. Yesterday was actually it was actually very clean buys. You got a very good discount. It just forced you to sit around for so long that it was,
Yeah.
It became a little bit more risky the later in the.
And you called it beautiful trade right during the PM session. It just took forever.
Right, bro. But I just don't want to get in the habit of trading the PM, bro. That PM is dirty. That PM can do absolutely nothing if it wants to. One thing about the AM session, it's for sure going somewhere typically, unless you just have a super choppy day, but typically it's going somewhere.
Mhm.
That PM session is hit or miss. But yeah, this is exactly what you would expect. Beautiful rejection off of this order block from the PM session yesterday. And now we just wait to see if 10 a.m. can open lower, stop out these early buyers. Look at this kid, bro. Look at this kid, bro. He's already drawn up a long. And I would laugh, like you said, if it hit again, but look at this. And bro, Obi, you saw, I don't know if you saw, I posted in the chat room about Apex.
No, I didn't see it.
Bro, Apex is supposed to be launching no activation fees sometime this week.
Really? No
Yeah.
activation fee on the
Yeah,
on
50Ks. Yeah.
that sounds like
Bro,
something.
that is a game changer. So don't buy any evals until we get that confirmation. Definitely
I'll be
going at
down.
least 5 accounts. It'll be discounted price plus no activation, so you can get like 5 accounts for $100 total.
I just hope they keep the rules the same then.
Yeah, the rule. From what I heard, the rules won't change. It's just gonna be like a flash, promo to try and get more accounts purchased.
How about that swing trading thing? I saw that in the
Oh,
morning.
bro. Oh my goodness. Yes, that's a blessing, bro. Bro, like honestly, probably by the next year, I probably won't even care to talk about prop firms as much. I'll trade them, but I think most of my trades are going to be options trades now because you can swing trade without having to deal with all of the margin and the leverage. Like if you try to swing trade futures, you're gonna have to pay a nice overnight price, a bunch of fees for holding overnight. Options, you can trade swing for the week, swing for the month off one position, and the minimum balance is probably gonna be like $300-$400. That's all you need to swing trade.
Oh, options how you get rich, bro.
Literally, yes, exactly.
1000% returns.
Exactly, bro. Everybody that you know that's a millionaire, they got rich off options. Futures is pretty new.
Futures is a good to make your foundation base money.
Yeah.
And then
exactly.
options when you leverage.
The key for the options that I like, bro, is your stop loss is your expiration. It's not your actual like futures. You have to have an exit price to get stopped out.
Yes.
My contract is what's gonna stop me out. So if it goes against me, it doesn't kill me unless it goes way, way past what I was expecting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if it stays within that range or like that daily candle for the most part, you get to hold your position through your contract expiration, which basically just gives you more room to win, more room for error, essentially. So that's big, bro.
That's a huge, bro. I love that.
And it starts June 4th. But even as of today, if you wanted to start trading QQQ options, you can start with like $300 and literally grow that.
It's literally crazy if you think about it. They got rid of it. That's always been the biggest hurdle for traders. That's stupid.
Yeah, literally. They know it, and now it's like, okay, it's showtime, bro. I'm already gearing my mindset for that. I want to be locked into options within the next few months and just trade prop firms for fun.
Yeah.
But big trades on the options accounts.
Like let's say you have like a bullish bias for a day, 100% is going higher. You just buy option calls, 0 DTE in the money, and you just that's what that one YouTuber does. What's his name? There's this guy who does it, and you make like 200% return, 300% return.
Yeah, easy. As long as it's the same, you don't change your style or your strategy. It's just you get much more wiggle room with options. So yeah, that's bro. That on top of the Apex news, you can hear it in my voice, bro. I'm pumped.
Let's see, bro. 10 a.m. is here. I want to see something.
Oh, beautiful. I didn't even notice, bro. Beautiful. It didn't take off yet. So now we get a chance to actually catch it if it tries to run.
Yeah.
Cool. So yeah, that's the game plan for me, man. I want to see how 10 a.m. responds to this order block. We've swept out a ton of liquidity. Let me actually pull this up. Where's that London low? London low should be here. There it is. Stop yelling, buddy. But yeah, I got the soundboard cooking up today, bro. Finally got it fixed, bro.
It works. Is it all good?
Yeah, we're
Gucci?
chilling, bro. Yes, sir. So I'm waiting to use these sound effects when we catch a banger trade.
All right, guys. Here's what's gonna happen. 10 a.m. open, sweep, boom, higher.
Here, I'll show you. I'll put your chart up, so you can draw something up real quick. Boom, 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 boom. There it is. You're good.
So I'm literally anticipating either higher price action from here, which is my primary bias, or we're gonna go down. We're gonna melt for the rest of the day and take out that weekly open that everyone has marked out, which is down here. This is your weekly open. So, but I'm gonna remain bullish, like you said. It's crazy to try to fade this.
Yeah, the only thing that could go against this is if we bounce into this bearish gap and that gap holds. That's the only way. We got a 30-minute bearish, so keep that in mind. But that's an easy draw. If you want to target that, that makes sense. But yeah, we're chilling. I don't think the way it just rejected off of this, I don't think it's gonna hold that bearish gap at all. But we'll see.
All right, 10 o'clock is here.
10 o'clock is here. Fire.
So let's see. Are we just gonna continue lower, or are we gonna go higher?
Boom, 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 boom. Bro, I'm just like excited thinking about options. You can put 5K in there right now and start making $500, $600 a day off options.
Yeah, I love options. I love them. All you do is just buy in the money calls or puts.
Literally, yeah. Wait for it to show where it wants to go and then get on board. All right, so I'm gonna mark off some levels here. This closing price is interesting to me. This 30-minute low.
So this SMT is interesting. We got SMT going on right now.
SMT off of Asia low, right? Oh wait, no, off of that 630. No, we took that. What's the SMT?
No, the SMT is
Oh, I see it. Yeah, it's off of that PM session low. Nasdaq takes out that PM session. Yeah, this 3 PM low. All of that gets swept. Yeah, all of this. My goodness. Nasdaq is weaker, huh? So yeah. Let's see. Ben's already drawn up the long. I don't blame him now. See, now I get it. It's after 10 a.m. 10 a.m. dips a little bit. We're starting to show some strength here. Let's see what happens, man. Starting to show a little bit of strength here. Mark off these bearish.
What we thinking, chat? Long or short?
They better be ready for the pump, man. I'm sorry, bearish gap. Man. All right, chart's looking good. Let's clean up some of this noise here. And we are ready, bro. Let's go, man. All right, like I mentioned, there's a few levels that get my attention. That bearish gap. We already know when price taps into bearish areas, you're going to see some sort of rejection more times than not. So there's also a 15-minute gap right here. So you don't want to rush into this. Chances are it's going to fill in this gap, sell off a little bit, and then you get that continuation after the short is absorbed. You know, because that was a lot of selling pressure. So I would imagine more people are going to be willing to short these gaps. And then, boom, you start to see the sell. All right, but we'll see. Boom, boom, boom. All right, yeah. So
The ES is stronger than Nasdaq today.
yeah, ES is stronger. That RTY is ripping. We've already filled that bearish gap on the RTY. Yeah, bro. I'm gonna chill. I don't wanna get too quick to buy this. I can already see it selling off a little more here.
Yeah, I just chill, bro.
Boom, boom, boom. We're getting that gap filled there.
Don't want to get caught in tomfoolery.
Might even short it, like you said. Just depends what this gap does here.
I'm open shorting and longing this.
Bearish gap there. There's a 15-minute gap being filled. Massive 15-minute gap. So I'll highlight that. Oh, it's starting to break that gap now on ES, but Nasdaq is still respecting it. There's another higher time frame gap. Let me highlight that one instead. 30-minute gap just got tapped. All right, yeah, we're chilling now. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, bro, something's up here. ES is racing, Nasdaq is chilling. We've seen this before.
Yeah.
We have seen this before.
Something is cooking.
And what you'll notice is Nasdaq, like you said, has never made it to that weekly open, that weekly gap. ES did yesterday, but Nasdaq didn't.
And NQ's way weaker today, so like,
yeah,
I don't know. Like it's like I'm more bullish than I am bearish, but I just want to see a proper entry model with a proper
exactly. Yeah,
setup. I'm not.
That's all you get asked for. All right, here we go. We are rolling 9:30.
The way it's building this LR, it's like a dead giveaway. It's gonna run it.
For the upside or downside? Oh, upside. Yeah.
Downside.
Oh,
downside.
Okay.
Yeah.
9:30. Yeah. RTY. Nasdaq showing a lot of weakness off of this midnight price, man. Underneath that previous daily high.
Yeah.
On both now. Yeah.
The only problem is we swept both Asia and London's highs, like all overnight session high and low.
Exactly, right? Yeah, we've already hit some major targets. If price wanted to trend lower for a couple hours, we've seen that happen yesterday. So, yeah, I'm going to start looking to see if we can get a clean.
Or if you want to get bought up, like, come on.
Let's see. Everybody drawing these. Let me see what everybody else is up to, man. While we wait, took the long. Look, DP already long. He said he longed it at 75.38. What was that? That is
DP.
That's what, like 10 points already? Nice. We're chilling. Let's see what the trading world is up to. Oh, Tanya's live. Let's go, young Tanya. See what Tanya's drawing up today, man. Look at that dump. Yeah, stop playing with the kid. We already know what time it is, bro. We already know what time it is, my friends. This short looks spectacular. Spectacular. I need a Dracula sound effect. Look at the short. Look at the short. 1 minute, 1 minute, 30 minutes. Cool. So yeah, 15-minute gap holding on Nasdaq, 30-minute gap tap on ES. I'm looking for a clean flip here. There goes your flip. If we start respecting bearish gaps, I'm shorting this, guys. And you want to short the Nasdaq today. What is this line? And we will be targeting this 9 macro low for one. Like Obi mentioned, there is a chance that price runs down a lot further back towards this weekly open at 29,680. So it could be a fat short opportunity on the table.
Yeah, it's very possible. But
I like
I'm not.
it. I like
You know,
it a lot.
we're not gonna marry that bias. We're just, just something to have in mind.
Bro, I like it a lot, a lot. I like it a lot. Just based on the profile we're seeing. And we know that the market has been delaying the buys for later. That has been a common theme. You get more points on the fake move than you get on the real move during the AM session. So I'm watching this bearish BPR right here for a tap into. If this holds, I want a short.
Yeah, I'm also watching it. Like I'll be like the first try at shorts.
Exactly, yeah. Give it a chance to run because you see this sell off. If we can catch a piece of the next sell off, that'll be banger.
Oh, that's it.
Dang,
It's game time.
Look at it. It's already slammed. Look at the gap. It's sitting right at midnight. Yeah, bro. And I might short ES because it's giving you the gap fill.
NQ is the weaker one.
NQ is the weaker one, but where I would have to put my stop above this high, whereas ES actually taps the gap. Come on, fill the gap, bro. Come on, fill the gap, bro. That sucks.
Yeah, that definitely is kind of.
We'll see it. Give it a few minutes here, but we are team short at the moment, and unless things just rapidly change, right? RTY, what are you doing? This previous daily high is in the way here for the RTY. You need to see price get underneath that previous daily high. The RTY has been our best friend lately, so we're going to listen to that RTY. Set some alerts underneath the previous daily high. Because if it's going to go bullish, it's going to go bullish off of this previous daily high. Guaranteed, right? Where are we tapping at right now? Yeah, we're chilling. We're chilling. Yeah, we're chilling. This could be an inside close, right? So we're just going to sit back, let this 30-minute candle work.
Yeah.
And see if it gives something clean. Boom, boom, boom. Beautiful. This gap has to hold though. RTY. I got my alert set. Yeah, we're chilling.
Come on, bro. Like,
you see how it just starts to do nothing on purpose?
Like right when you know something's about to cook, it starts to manipulate. Like,
yeah, it starts to just lag around. Look, Ben already in the short. Look, this is Ben right now. Yeah, Ben don't play, bro.
It's obvious it's happening. It just
Ben does not play, bro. This kid is like on caffeine times 100. Immediate activity.
Why isn't ES not giving the change in the state? That's why it's kind of like, what the hell?
It should here in a second, bro.
But ES gets a change in the state. It's game time.
Yeah, I just wish Nasdaq would have filled that gap, bro.
That's a break. We can use it as a breakaway gap, so your stop has to be above it.
This is Ben's trade right now, which I think is a little bit early, but
well, this is definitely
same idea, right?
Yeah,
same exact idea we were drawing up. But I want to see Nasdaq fill this gap.
Yeah, 3-minute gap, fill it, reject, short.
And then
Flip,
this but like
buy.
I mentioned, bro, this RT, yeah, exactly. If RTY flips here, you can't short this.
Yeah.
RTY, bro. RTY is the GOAT. I might get
He's the
RTY
GOAT.
tatted. Might get RTY tatted on my forearm.
You get tatted. I love RTY. RTY.
Yeah, it's starting to look a little fishy here. I don't like how I mean, we have the SMT off that 930 high, gap fill. Just want to see a proper rejection here, man. Oh, it's about to flip it. Yeah, Ben, you about to get slapped in the face, bro. RTY is telling us something different here.
Yeah. Patience.
I mean,
gentlemen.
it could sweep these relative equal highs and then still go bearish. So you gotta just wait on it. But
Yeah.
we're chilling. Good patience, man. Volume is good. The markets are actually moving, so we're chilling.
I love it. I love it.
Let's go, man. Good job so far. Good job so far. Good job so far. Yeah, the buys are starting to look like it's gonna end up being bullish.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All we need is a 5-minute flip, and that's it. We long.
You can see how that sharp move lower 930 power of 3, we go opposite right at the open of 930. Beautiful. We tap into a higher time frame order block. Beautiful. And now you see price stalling, refusing to go lower when it should be able to go lower here. This is a beautiful setup for going lower. If
Yeah.
it just absorbs the shorts, that's exactly what we want to see. You want to see these shorts get absorbed here. And then maybe you start looking at what 930 high is your first target. But actually, no, ES already took that. So the next target would be like 6 a.m. price or London highs, something up in that upper half is what I would be looking to target. RTY, what are you doing? RTY takes the high here. Still got a chance if price starts to flip bearish again here. But remember, the key for this idea is the previous daily high. This has to be broken on RTY.
I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab something.
All right. Tanya's chilling. Good job, Tanya. Tanya's a pro, man. She's a vet. I think I'm becoming a vet too, bro. I think I'm becoming a vet as well. Takes time though. 15-minute Sibby. Can you go over trading options later after the session? Oh yeah. We'll talk about options, bro. Options. The best way to trade options is Webull. I would do Webull. Well, actually, I'll take that back. There's two options: Webull and Robinhood. But yeah, we'll talk about that later. That's gonna be your best. Like, prop firms are good because once you pass the eval, once you get funded, it's basically free money, free risk to reward. But you have to pass the eval. You have to build a buffer. You have to follow their rules. You get payout caps. So that's why it's not the best compared to options. Options, you can put, let's say you put $2,000, the same amount of money you would get in a funded account. You can make 300, 400, 500 bucks a day on your options accounts. No rules, no payout caps. You know what I mean? So that right there already sets the tone. Back in the day, they made you had to have a $25,000 minimum balance to day trade options. They just removed that. Now you can have any amount of money to day trade options, and that's where the game changes. Because now you can, let's say if you're, how we trade the power of 3. So let's say it's Wednesday, right? And we see that the bottom of the week is forming on a Wednesday. Let's go to daily. Let's say Monday opens lower, Tuesday starts to accumulate, and then Wednesday, let's go something like this, right? Perfect example would be like here. Why are everything? Oh, that's the weekly. I'm like, why is it all saying Monday? So like
Here we go, bro.
something like this, right? Let's say right here, boom, Tuesday. Let's say Tuesday you're eyeing the buys and you're in options. You can place this buy here and you can hold it for 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks. You can start catching these swing trades, knowing that all right, we're putting in the bottom. Let's say I want to target these relative equal highs. Right now, you can start trading the daily chart like it's the 30-minute chart, like or like it's the 15-minute chart. Like, all right, if we bottom out here, I think we go back to this high. So let me just put $300 or $500 on this trade and aim for 6,000. Now you can do that, right? You can do that with options. You can hold it overnight. You can hold it over the weekend. You can hold it as long as you want. And that's really how you run up accounts. That would be to get good at that game. That's another level. You know what I mean? Completely different level.
9:30 high swept on ES SMT with the highs. This is the moment of truth. Either we really bullish or we're gonna sell now.
Just check the RTY, bro. The RTY is climbing. There's no.
Oh, okay, we're bullish. Never mind. We're gonna.
I'm just waiting for some sort of identical flip here. Nasdaq is chilling, so we're chilling. But ES is starting to pick up the pace for higher.
Yeah.
I think it ends up going higher as well, bro.
Same.
Let's see if there's any
I'd rather
other
long
gaps.
this.
Yeah, 30-minute gap being filled on Nas. I'm sorry. Oh, what was that? Did you see that?
No.
We just slammed off of something.
9:30.
Immediate. Is there a first presented somewhere up there? Oh,
yeah,
look.
we're expecting the first presented. That's why I'm waiting for that to flip.
Okay, yeah. Eli, get down. This is clean, bro. You can see the shorts being aggressive, but they're still not going anywhere. They're being absorbed.
Yeah, I agree.
So yeah, what time is it? 10:20. So we got 10 minutes to this next 30-minute candle. I'm gonna wait for the next 30-minute candle simply because if you just take a look, there's no way that this current 30-minute candle starts to flip bullish in the next 10 minutes. If it does, then then we can start playing along. But ideally, the next 30-minute candle is where you see that expansion, and that's where you want to get involved. So like after 10:30 would be fire if it can give us a clean buy. All right, just like how you would target, like we were talking about on the daily, how we like to find the bottom and then hold it potentially for the top here. This would be a nice example of the same concept, right? We've caught this trade plenty times in the New York session. Just got to start practicing and getting ready for that option swing, bro. I'm telling you, bro. That's going to be game-changing swings, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Like when that tariff was in, right? Imagine if you had an options account when the tariff started crashing the market. Bro,
you'd be eating, dog.
Bro, you could have turned $1,000 to like 50 in no time. So yeah, from what you can tell, right, you can see that Nasdaq is still in manipulation mode. It hasn't even bothered to flip bullish at all yet. Just generating accumulation, right? The power of three. You're starting to see sideways action before the move. I think we get another move lower here, and then we start to see the bullish. Oh.
Chopping everybody up.
Wow, look at Young Ben. Young Ben jumped into another short. What are we looking at, bro? This might go short for real now, actually. Yeah.
I'm waiting for a 5-minute closure and I'll try my first short idea.
Yeah, this might go short for real. It's tough because this low, probably you got to go break even at this low.
Yeah, well,
Blah, blah, blah.
I'm willing to try it. Just go quickly break even.
But I'm waiting for RTY. Yeah, if RTY gets up under here, bro, that's going to be beautiful shorts.
Price is failing to go higher. It's just like.
And the SMT, like I mentioned, the accumulation here, the SMT at the high. Yeah, you would expect lower here, bro. Just gotta wait for a legitimate.
The close. You need like
Yeah.
a nice closure below.
Dang, I hope it just dumps. I don't want to see it take this low and then just chop, bro. That'll scare me out of my short. Bro, get out of here. It's gonna try to run now. Get out of here, bro. Yeah, if this tries to run, I'm not gonna get in it. It's too late for me. It's so oh, look at RTY. Oh, it's gonna run. You know what? Watch this. Watch this. It's running. It's already running.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it.
I was gonna say, let me see if I'm gonna take ES just because I don't care. I'll go break even at that low. Weekly open, previous daily low is what I'm targeting. Come on, give me a gap fill, bro. I like this this gap sitting at 1020. If we can fill that, bro. Oh, that'll be perfect. I don't think it's going to though. Yeah. Something's not right here, bro. Something's not right here, bro. This is stupid. Ben is not playing, boy. Ben got in that short so quick. There goes the lows.
All right, I'm break even.
Yeah, here, I'll put it up for you. I'm not getting in that. It's just too quick. Where you at? What field did you get? OB jumped in.
I jumped in. I'm in on these.
Bro, this is so. Oh my goodness, bro.
So this is the position. I'm already break even. I'm probably gonna get a break even, and I'm just gonna target previous week high.
Stupid, bro.
Actually, no, I'm not targeting P. I'm just looking for 2R. What am I saying?
So I'm looking. Yeah, if we get a pullback with a nice gap fill, I'll jump into shorts too. But all I needed was a gap fill, bro. I'm not even asking for much. Just give me a gap fill because we know the gaps are like magnets, right? So ideally, it should do something like this where it just pulls back and then you get in.
Let's go. There we go.
What's the targets again?
I'm targeting 2980, 845, entry 966.
845. There you go.
Yeah. Just 2R. Nothing crazy.
845?
Sorry. 845, yeah. 29845.
Oh, that's you're pretty much there.
Yeah. What's 120 handles?
That's pretty much on the way. It's gonna fill one of these gaps. If it doesn't, GG's. If it doesn't fill any of these gaps, because this was the gap I wanted to short, it breaks the high, sweeps it again like a little idiot. Oh yeah, get out of here, bro. Something's not right. Something's not right.
You're hella funny, bro.
Like, bro, it's like it knows what I'm looking for and does the exact opposite so that I can't get filled. Yeah, it's over. I can't play this. Good catch though. Good catch. It was begging you to short it. All right, cool. So what I'll do is I'll just flip over to the 30-minute chart and see if anything starts to make sense on the higher time frame for a continuation lower or a potential reversal, right? So we'll see what happens.
Let me go ahead and Let me put this trade.
It should keep
currently-
going, bro. If it's bearish, this is where it just keeps going. Let's see if Young Tanya got in. No,
Yeah, I wonder if
Tanya's
anyone else
chilling.
caught
Oh,
this.
no, she's off the charts, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, she's already off the charts, bro. Young Tanya, man, she be quick to get up off of the. Oh wait, no, she's still alive. I take that back. I take that back. Ben. So Ben caught the short here. This is Ben's position. Ben is looking for.
Oh, Ben's in this too with me.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let me see his fill. I don't think I can see it. I'd have to zoom in. Here, this is Ben's fill. Right here, he got filled. I don't know what price it is.
What's his fill?
It's kind of blurry. I'd have to go full screen to see it, and I'm not. He got in right at that break of that swing low, so probably right where you got filled.
I got fill at 9. My fill is 967.
967.
Yeah.
Yeah, somewhere in there. He got filled literally right after that break of structure. Yeah, on the 1 minute.
Yeah. 5-minute flip.
Yeah, it was so you said 67. Oh, he got 80 something, 80, yeah, 78, 80. All right, here we go. Now we're filling in this gap, but it's 10:30. I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. This is not what you would want to see if no. It was supposed to I was gonna say it was supposed to fill that gap. It was supposed to fill that gap before this new 30-minute candle. Now it's like I don't know.
Yeah, guys, if anyone else is in this trade, I would definitely be break even because we're SMT'd with ES. ES couldn't take out the low. This might be the catalyst to send price higher.
Dang, bro. But like we mentioned, bro, it's gonna take a little bit more patience with these markets lately.
Yeah.
It's giving you these shorts, so that was a nice entry. So yeah, I'm watching this 10 a.m. candle. What do? We open lower, right? SMT. 30-minute chart. Yeah, now you're starting to see that unnecessary speed high, bro. Get out of here, bro. Now you want to pull back after the new 30-minute candle opens. That's a
Scam.
But it could still reject this this setup. It's just a matter of what happens inside of these bearish gaps, right? So let's see, because we are getting potential SMT again. Let's clear off some of this session low. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, I think it goes lower, bro. I think it's just going to give you another drive higher to shake out some trades, and then it goes lower, if you ask me. Let's see. Let's see, man. I want to see. Yeah, see, there it goes. Respecting that gap. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm going to short ES, though, just because it's giving a lot cleaner retraces. But we'll see. We'll see. You still floating? You still floating or what?
Yeah, I'm up like $200 right now.
Let's go. Let's see it dump here, continue, and then I can get in with you, bro, and we just ride this joint.
Yeah, together we're just.
Let's see. Let's see.
Nice work, brother.
Let's see.
Nice work, brother.
Yeah, we're underneath that previous daily. Yeah, bro. I think it's gonna give you another opportunity to short here. Level, yeah.
Get your body.
There it is. I told you. There it is. Come on. Let's get involved here. I'm ready.
Oh,
let's
okay,
go.
Guys. I am going to take some profits. I'm up like 600. Let me take this.
Come on, don't wait. Why is it wicking like a little girl,
Yeah.
bro? Stop it, bro. We know you want to go lower. So
You
there
know what's
goes the next
funny?
gap right there.
MNQ is way lower than NQ. Actually, no, never mind. I'm tripping.
Bro, we need a gap here. Bro, this is being so lame, guys. I don't think you understand how simple this should be. If we're truly bearish, we're supposed to get these bearish gap. There we go. Come on. Come on, bro. What is it doing? This is stupid.
Take your body.
This is stupid, bro. Look at it. Just look at it.
I'm thinking about just like scaling some profits, like locking like 200 for the day.
Smart.
And then, like, yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take.
Yeah,
I don't
this
know,
is-
bro.
yeah,
I don't like
this
this.
is-
This is
yeah, it's-
spooky now.
Yeah, it's playing hard to get here.
Yeah.
You know it's gonna push a little bit lower though. That's the catch. Like it's gonna push a little bit lower if you ask me. Unless we get this sweep over here on ES and NQ, and then we don't sweep on and we don't sweep on the RTY. Yeah, kid. Yeah. Yeah, if we get back above this, we're back above previous day high on RTY. If we start respecting bullish gaps, it's going to rip, and I'm going to try and buy, bro.
That would be beautiful. That would be
It's
beautiful.
playing games on the shorts, bro, for no reason. For no reason at all. And it's already, bro, this is already showing bullishness, bro, on RTY. This is
All
nasty.
right.
All right, so looking at these lows here, I'm gonna start drawing up this. Yeah, if we can respect, I'm gonna long the bottom of this, and I think we might catch a bottom here.
Hey, that's a good trade. Hey, I get. I mean, small profits. I can get in with you too. Risk my profits.
Facts, yeah, you're good. You're good. You got a W already. Yes, sir.
$250. All right, just stop me out at this point, bro. Stop edging me. Come on.
Yeah, so we open up at 10:30, sweep this low, and now we're just looking for a bullish gap. There it is. Yeah. Guys,
All right.
get ready. Get ready, my friends. Let's see who can relate, man.
Smell what the rock is cooking? Ha.
Do you smell it? It is brewing here. Tanya just signed out. Tanya don't be trading, bro. Either she trade off stream, but she don't be trading, bro. Here goes the
Dog.
vibes, yeah.
She's like on that nonchalant mode, you know, like
She be getting money everywhere else. That's what it be.
yeah, she's making too much money from Ninja Trader, bro.
Yeah, she.
Like, I don't ever have to trade again. Oh my god.
Yeah, we're chilling, bro. So this bearish gap is what gets my attention. I'm looking for a bullish gap, though. Come on, bro. Stop being weird and just displace. Just displace. RTY already displaced. RTY pulling back. So I'm gonna set some alerts up here for RTY. We get back up in this zone here. The buys are officially cooking. It's only 7 minutes into this new 30-minute. Yeah, this is fire, kid. SMT off the lows. Yeah, this is fire. 10 a.m. opens lower. We're obviously bullish on the higher time frame. I wish it would just give us a gap. I would have bought it right now, man.
I would just buy right now, bro. I'm just like front run it. Like as soon as ES closes above that high, front run it, and then just go break even. It's
Knowing
not
my
a type of
luck,
day.
bro. Knowing my luck, I'll get swept out of this dumbass trade. So what I'll do is I don't want to rush it because I don't really need to call the bottom. We have a beautiful high up here that's pretty far away. So as long as we get a good entry with a safe stop, we're
That's
gonna catch it, you know. It's gonna displace. And then we have a change in the state cooking up on NASDAQ first somehow. You see that 1 minute shift?
There it
goes
is.
that displacement. Let's go, man. Hey, man. Listen, one more time, man.
Smell what the rock is cooking?
One more time. Let me know if you can smell it.
One more time. Let us hear.
Trend activated for shorts. Ignore that. Yeah. There we go. So we've already displaced on RTY, right? We got the pullback on RTY, respecting the gap. If you are an RTY trader, this is your setup right here. Maybe just add an extra few points. Once price breaks out again, you're looking for a run. But you just gotta wait because for one, the macro is about to start. So a pullback is probably gonna be necessary here. We have bearish gaps in front of us that haven't been filled. So there's gonna be some sort of selling pressure that steps up here. So that's where I'm looking for price to do something like this, where it just drives into there, pulls back, and then flips it, and then I'm long off of that flip. Like we said, ES is slightly stronger. ES is above midnight price. NASDAQ is not. There's SMT off of this gray zone down below on the higher time frame. And we just got our fair value gap. Let's go, kid. Let's go. So this is your area of interest here. You want to see this hold. We're tapping into that bearish gap. We should see some selling pressure real quick. And then obviously, like I said, set alerts on RTY. You need to see RTY break out before you even think about buying this. There we go. All right, so yeah, that's the game plan. I'm looking for buys somewhere around 75.40 on ES. Let's draw this up, right? So for everybody out there, look at this. If you go on your chart, you see this long tool here, click the long tool, long position, put it where you expect to get in. All right, my stop would probably be underneath. Let's see if we can find an order block in here. No order block. So my stop will probably just go underneath this level here, 8 points, something like that. All right, 8-point stop. All right, with that 8-point stop, I want to target, well, actually, I don't even care about the target. Go 1.5 or 2R because there's a lot of upside. There's so much upside. Where's 10 a.m.? Okay, we're next to 10 a.m., right? Yeah, we're already breaking past 10 a.m. So the next draw would be up in that area, right? So go like 2R, 1.5, whichever floats your boat. I don't care. Let's see. And then you see, you just right click. When I right click on it with my mouse, you'll see it says create limit order. Create the limit order. And you can click on this number here to figure out how much 500 bucks would be. So I just go to 0, clear it out, go to 5. 5 is 200. And keep going up. There it is, 13 contracts. So I can put, I'm not gonna put a buy limit, right? So I'm not gonna click this buy. I'm gonna wait for price to get down in here, do what I wanna do. Then I'm gonna click market buy. See the difference? This is a limit buy, meaning that it's gonna put an order here and it's gonna fill it. Market buy, meaning when I press this, it's just gonna put me in, right? There goes the pullback. So what I'm gonna do is I'll probably get in a little bit later here, just because I don't care to be early at the bottom. There goes your pullback, RTY, pulling back. So now we gotta chill. See, I don't like that. Why is it being so stupid? What's wrong, buddy? So yeah, it'll be buys up here. Same thing, 10-point stop instead of an 8-point stop. So now instead of 13, I'll go down to like 10, 11. 10, perfect. So once price starts breaking this high right here, that's when I'm going to be ready to get in. And my entry will be around 75.45, and my stops will be wherever this turns around, right? So this is your pullback right now. As soon as this turns around, it starts to get up here, I'll put my stop underneath that. There's probably like a 2-minute gap being held here, yeah. So my stop will go underneath this level here, which is 75.35, something like that, right? Make it bigger so you can see. So you wait for the breakout. we said what was going to happen. Price is going to tap into this gap. It's going to pull back to absorb those cells. Once those cells get absorbed and we start pushing back above this level, you enter above the level. If you're me, right? Don't copy me because this is not financial advice. But if you're me, I'm getting in once we break this high and my stop's going underneath that most recent attempt to go lower. That should be your protected low. And make sure the NASDAQ isn't giving us SMT, bro. NASDAQ might be better to trade here. I hate when it does this, bro. NASDAQ doesn't even take this low. Anyway, buy up here. I gotta buy ES. No, I'm not. I don't gotta buy ES, bro. I don't know which one I want to buy, bro. Oh my goodness. When in doubt, I feel like you gotta go with NASDAQ. But NASDAQ is underneath midnight price.
Take your body.
Actually, yeah, NASDAQ is better. Why? Look at the previous daily high. Look how close the previous daily high is compared to ES. So I'm gonna drop NASDAQ, guys. And you're seeing the SMT where we're pulling back a little bit weaker on NASDAQ. Yeah, I'm gonna go with NASDAQ. So I'll draw this up real quick. Stop will be underneath this candle here. Long will be above this high. So at like 30,000, $30, it's gonna be like a 70-point stop. Well, really probably like 60. Yeah, 70 points is fine. 125, something like this.
My boy Rock.
It has to respect this level though, guys. So that's what we're waiting
This
for.
is the moment of truth right here. I was about to say, like, this level right here.
If this fails and it starts giving you bearish gaps and respecting bearish gaps, short it. But I don't think it's gonna go short, bro.
I don't think so either.
I think it's just gonna try to squeeze out as many sellers as possible.
There's a reason why you're put it.
Yeah,
I was at the gas station.
good job. All right, there goes that speed higher. So yeah, let me draw this up real quick for the trade idea. Zoom in on NASDAQ. A break of this high, 30,000, $30. I'm looking to execute there, 70-point stop. Right click on the trading icon here, create limit order, click on here and alter this until it says 500, which would be
G-Wagon, G-Wagon, G.
four. I'll go 4 contracts here. It's a little over 500, but 4 contracts, $70. All right. All right, cool.
You know, I implement that into my trading strategy, Rock.
What's that?
Like, when I'm in a trade and like when I'm floating profits and then I see SMT and I don't like it, I like to, instead of going break even, I just secure some profits just so I can be green for the day and then go break even. Because I used to just go break even.
True, yeah, I feel that.
I tweaked that in my trading.
Bro, is this gonna break out before RTY? Why does it do stuff like this, bro? I can't break. I can't trade this until everything breaks out. NASDAQ's gonna want to break out first. Hopefully it doesn't, but I can't trade this until everything breaks out. Because if you don't, what you're subject to is the pullbacks. ES needs to start flipping, kids. Stop being so lazy. There we go. Good job. Just don't break yet, please. I have a certain trade idea that I've seen tons of times, right, in my brain right now. And that's what I want to see play out here, which is where everything breaks out at the same or close to the same time. Right now, ES is nowhere near. And this has to break out soon, bro. This is not looking good, bro. It's not looking good. You want to see ES. You want to see ES get above midnight, get above all of this shenanigans.
Shenanigans. Straight shenanigans, guys.
Like, come on, bro. Bruh. What is it doing? Like, just stop it. Maybe if we get Trump to tell it to stop it, it'll stop it. Now I have to start looking at the short idea. Just don't displace bearish. If we displace bearish, guys, it's gonna be a short. And there it goes. Yeah, this might be bearish. Bro, just don't do it. I hate when it does this because now it's like it's trying to get you to play both sides when really it should just be either a buy or a short. Like, stop it. I think this might go short, bro. I wouldn't.
It's hard to
expect
tell
this.
right now, bro. It's actually really hard.
It's so stupid, bro. Oh my goodness, bro. Why
If
didn't
you
you
just
just
gotta
go
zoom
short the
out.
first time, bro?
Yeah.
Like, that's the part that's stupid. Why not just go short off the first sell off that was just in motion?
Yeah.
Like, get out of here. All right, so if we're going to short, this is where we would draw it up at. It would be 30-minute level here. But if it displaces, only if it displaces. It's not displacing. Good job. Bearish candle closed, no gap. Good job. RTY, come on. Push up, push up. RTY might displace, man. RTY is giving you this.
Yeah, it's crazy. Hey, I gotta head out early today. I got a lot of things to handle.
For sure, bro.
Yeah, I gotta head out. So it was nice training with you, bro. I hope you catch something for the stream.
I think we will, bro. It's looking semi decent, but yeah, bro. Take care, my friend. We'll catch you next time, of course.
Yeah, I'm gonna link up tomorrow. I got a lot of things to do today, but I hope you catch a banger for the stream. We'll talk more.
Yeah, yes, sir, bro. Later.
All right, bro. See you.
So you guys see what I see, right? We're accumulating in here. It's just pretending to go lower to waste time. Like, oh my gosh. Maybe it's waiting on the macro. Okay. If that's the case, if it's waiting for 1050, which is the last 10 minutes of this hourly candle, in order to break out, I can respect that. I can respect that. RTY leaving tiny little gaps for no reason here. So yeah, let me do this. This is so strange. Like, I really want to see an aggressive move either way. Like, if we're gonna go short, I want to see an aggressive move the same way we saw here. You see these aggressive moves, right? If we're gonna go long, I want to see an aggressive move. 10 to 10:30. Bro, this is so stupid, bro. It's like it knows we're on its tail right now, bro. This could have been the easiest buy you could ask for. We still got 8 minutes left. It might give us a clean charge for the last 5 minutes or so of this 30-minute candle, which I keep eyeing here. So we have the sweep of this low. We show that strength. We're just looking for that final push. RTY is not giving it, bro. This is, look at it go. If we break this low right here, if we break this low, guys, it's bearish. I'll put it that way. This low should not be broken. The fact that we put this gap and we're respecting the gap, if we get underneath this low here, market wants to go for probably down here. This will be your target if you're me, right? So if it's not, it'll completely invalidate this, and maybe we get a rally, maybe not. This candle is starting to make me upset though. Like, why choose now to waste time? Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, this level right here is starting to look bearish. If we can't start showing some speed here. And we had already, yeah, bro. We gave this right here and completely obliterated it. Come on, RTY, you can do it. What's YM up to? Is YM? Wow. Look at that. For the first time, YM is the only one that's bullish. That's hilarious. We're still above that previous daily high, if I'm not mistaken, right? Where's that previous daily high at? Oh no, we haven't even touched the previous daily high. Yeah, guys, I don't know if this is ready to take off. We may have to wait another 30 minutes because this is where you're supposed to see the speed at. Okay, all right, is it happening now? No, it's not. Yeah, you're supposed to see bullishness now, and it's not really doing too well. But we're patient, we're chilling. He said the trend shift. Let's see what the trend shift gave us here. Oh yeah, there goes the trend shift. You get an entry here, stops above here. If you're using the indicator, this is your position. And it's probably gonna dump. Look at it. Yeah, this is your trade here. Yeah, bro. It's starting to show that bearishness again. RTY dumping, yeah. Yeah, I think the trend may be right, bro. Yep. I think the trend may be right. But I can't trade this, bro. It's just too stupid. It's too stupid. I'd rather let this go without me and catch the next one. It's just way too stupid. Good job being patient, bro. You can see the short setting up, but why do you give so much bullishness before you try to short? Like, get out of here, bro. Who are you trying to fool? Who are you trying to fool? And then you wait until the very end of the candle to start expanding. Yeah, get out of here, bro. You're not even going anywhere. Look at, this is the low of the candle. This is the high. Oh my goodness. Straight blood. RTY. Yep, there goes your shift lower. Yeah, I'm not trading that, guys. Unless we yeah, I'm just not gonna do it. Unless we just like I said before, you need a bearish gap. This is your strong move, right? We were hoping for a strong move up here. It failed. So now you get this bearish gap. The only way you can really short this is if it pulls back into here and remains bearish. Then you can short it. Then that's easy. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. You get this flip here. We never retested this gap, so that's a red flag. Why didn't we drive into this gap here? There's not even a gap over here. And then we finally get a gap on all charts, right? That's the key. You want every single chart to show you the same language. So I can clean this up. Yeah, I can start cleaning up this bullish stuff. This bearish move is clean right now. This bearish move is clean. If we get a gap fill in the next 1 minute and we break this low, I like it. RTY has already showed you that it wants lower. Bro, just tap the dang on gap, bro. I don't get this, bro. Literally.
Bruh.
All right. Put my patient cap on here. I hate this is where you have to activate your patience when the market makes you feel like number one, it's not making any sense. Number two, you start questioning like why is it doing this? So just let it do the stupid stuff here and wait it out, man. Like this needs to slam right now. If this slams out of it, let me draw it up just in case it tries to run here. It'll be like a 40-point stop, something like that. That'll be the trade. 40, 50-point stop. If it slams out of here, breaks this low, I'm shorting it underneath here. 50-point stop would be 10 contracts if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. I'm sorry, 5 contracts. Yeah, 5 contracts. So yeah. But it has to do it right now. I need to see this happen before 11 o'clock. If not, skip it. If not, skip this bad boy. And there's literally only 12 seconds left and it doesn't give it. Yeah, I'm off of this. I'm not trading that. All right. There's an element of speed that I require. I require the setup to give me a 30-minute profile that expands quickly. All right. So I'm going to erase all of this because I'm not going to use it. If it does sell off, that's just not the trade I'm willing to take. All right. And that's me being very picky here. So now all I do is erase everything except for this gap here. This gap held up nicely. Erase everything. It could sell off. The RTY did give you a nice sell signal right here. RTY is the only one that gave it though, so I don't care. All right, so now what I'll do is I'll just refresh, right? Start playing, start fresh here. We're still in bullish territory, so we're not really too desperate to short, right? Let the shorts do whatever it wants to do. And we're gonna start tracking this structure from the previous 30 minutes, man, and see what happens. Because we should start to see a clean flip higher, man. It should be fast too. When I see it, you'll see what I mean. You'll see why I didn't take this. Because it's gonna be so obvious that there's no reason not to take the trade that I'm looking for, right? That trade right there was playing both sides in the middle of the candle, which is trash. All right, so now I'm just looking at how price responds here. Boom, 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 boom. Just literally clean up everything here. I don't even want any of it. I'll actually leave that there. And this is at 10:30, so by 10:30, so now we're at 11. All right, look at the speed you're getting. Look at the invalidation. If you tried to short that, you're sick right now because of the timing of it. All right, so here we go. Yeah, I think we're about to get this flip bullish, guys. I want to see 11 o'clock offer a move by 11:30 max. If it does, I'll take it. If it doesn't, I'll wait. It's so simple, bro. It's so simple. A+ patience so far. Give yourself a round of applause for your patience so far. Patience pays, man. All right, so now, because we're at the lows, right? We're at the extremes. You want to know how does price respond to these bearish areas? Hey, bro, you can go in there with all that crying, bro. He in here throwing stuff. All right, yeah, bearish gap there. So look at this formation, bro. Look at this, right? You see a nice recovery. We slam into this area that we had marked out for the short, right? I was hoping to short off of this. You see price, you want it when you get an area of interest, you're waiting for that volume to break, bro. I'm a break and retest trader. So with this break, I need to see price drive into one of these bearish gaps and then continue to break. What are you noticing at this low here? Instead of pulling back into it and then clearly breaking it, what do you notice? Look at the sudden hesitation, like, oh, we can't go that way, guys. This is as far as we can go. Why is it doing this? This is what gets my attention to say, yeah, I don't want to short this. Because if it was going to be bearish, it would have broken this as easy as possible and you would have been able to just trade this lower. This hesitation right here is opening the door for a buy. And once the door gets blown open and you see price start exploding from here, all you need is a break and retest here. It starts to retest this level, and if it holds, I'm looking to buy that every single time. As long as it happens in between this 30-minute cycle, right? That's the name of the game for me. Break and retest, 30-minute cycle. Break and retest, 30-minute cycle. I know that if I can catch a 30-minute, like one of these candles here, I'm good. That's what I'm trying to catch. Or even one of these bearish, like a nice 30-minute expansion is what I'm trying to catch here. And you'll notice that they typically happen within 30 minutes. 30-minute bullish, chop, 30-minute bearish. You should be able to take your money within those 30 minutes, maybe an hour, depending on what your target is, right? So that's where we are, man. We're chilling. Good patience. Like I said, if this is going to be bullish, you'll see it. It'll be undeniable. But at the moment, it's not the best delivery. I'll be honest. It's not really giving you much. But the power of 3 tells you what? 10 a.m. was here. Where's the first major move? Down. That's a red flag if you're a seller. The first move is down. We show exhaustion. We tap into higher time frame resistance. If we can get, we already got one break up here, right? Got a nice break up here. We need to see the retest hold, which is happening right now. Price is simply breaking and retesting this area. Another break. I'm trying to. So we'll see, man. At this point, though, I'm just going to take a step away or a step back and just watch it because I don't want to get too excited. If the market's going to do something like it did yesterday, I need to prepare myself to be a little bit slow, slow to react here. At deep. Yeah, he said that the AI gave him a sell signal, and it did. Look at it. The AI gave you at least, how many points is this? If you shorted on that candle here, I mean, it's not the best, but you at least get like some profits, 80% return. I personally think this is about the reverse, if you ask me. It's just taking too long to go lower. Taking way too long to go lower. And look, if you look online, bro, there's no more traders online, bro. Everybody else is done for the day. As if the markets are just over with. That's crazy, bro. Literally, we're the only ones left. So let's make a statement here and catch the trade nobody else is catching. And there it goes, right? There goes the magical displacement right off of this level, bro. Come on, bro. Some stuff is just, I just wish it would happen quicker so we can get in, get out, and go about our day. That's the only thing that I would say. It's kind of rubbing me the wrong way here. It's taking forever to do nothing. But yeah, the ROC AI told you to short it here at 1024. You got decent gains, but if I was trading, I wouldn't really I wouldn't hold this short. Let's say you take this trade, you go break even, or you take profit at this low. All right. If you're smart, right? Based on the higher time frame. You don't want to be too aggressive on shorts during this window right now because of where we are. But give it a few minutes, man. I would assume that this is going to start breaking out before 11:30 and give me an entry. And ideally, I can clean up my chart. 9:30, 10. We got that bearish gap. Yeah, that's not cool. You want to really worry. Come on, let's pick this up, bro. We know what's up. Come on, let's get popping. Let's get it going. Boom, there we go. Nice, 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 nice. And then, like I said, I'll just clean this up a little bit while we wait. Boom, boom, boom. All right, that's not bad. Yeah, looks clean. Looking for gaps, right? You want to see the market gap. The gaps are signs of momentum. No gaps yet. No gaps yet. This one should be our gap candle. So what happens is you want to see the next candle. Just continue this energy. Show some speed. Don't pull back. Okay. Not happening, I guess. RTY, good job. RTY is setting the tone, right? This is the type of formation you want to see. You want to see a gap. So this is it right here. If this candle closes up here, that'll be the gap. Keep in mind you have this previous daily high. All right, so with that previous daily high, what's going to happen more than likely is price is going to push up, fill in the gap, and then once we start breaking out of here, then I'm comfortable with trying that. All right, so we'll see what happens here, man. And I think I have to buy NASDAQ. Like I mentioned, NASDAQ is probably going to be a little bit quicker to hit the targets. Just a bit. Yeah. 10:30. It's 11 o'clock, right? Perfect. 10:30. Bro, you about to go to timeout. Why do you like to get everything you're not supposed to have, bro? What you doing? Yeah. What is that? Oh, you want to clean up? Okay. All right, you good. Good job. This boy just went and got the broom and the dustpans because he made a mess. But he's not big enough to to sweep. So he's gonna be there all day. I'll help you out in a second here, buddy. Here we go again. Every time we get some sort of clean idea, bro, it really just decides to. Oh, there it is. There's your gap there. There good. Yeah, we're chilling, guys. We're chilling, dude. All of this is fair play here. So yeah, I would say by 11:30 I'll have a trade. Let's see what happens. Might be able to clip this today. Let me record today, yeah. I might drop some clips, man. Might be able to clip this one. This one looking like a textbook ROC trade idea. What are we looking at here? We are watching the 30-minute chart. We see that on the higher time frame, we are driving into the beautiful order block. And with that order block being retested, you see that there is a nice divergence, right? If you look at this low right here, NASDAQ takes it out. This is 11:30. Look at 11:30 over here. ES nowhere near it, right? Now, when I go to the lower time frame, I'm just looking for my entry model, and I see it spot on right here. 11:30 is, I'm sorry, not 11:30. 11 o'clock is where I'm watching, and I want to see how price responds to these lows down in here. And so far, so good. So I want to see something like, let's draw this up here. You see this bullish area here, this nice bullish gap here. I would love to see this hold, break out, and then continue higher. A nice break above here if we can get the same energy to show on ES. Also with the RTY. Okay, RTY is looking phenomenal. And we gapped through the previous daily high, so we don't even have to worry about this being a point of resistance. We gapped through it beautifully. So now you're looking for something in this area, whether it be the 1 minute gap or this 2 minute gap. Nice, here goes a 2 minute gap. So this is where, oh my goodness, let me check Financial Juice. What is happening? Let's see, is there news? Financial Juice, 11 a.m. America, big tech, no, nothing there. All right, let's see if we have to play this short. Boom, 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 boom. Nope, not playing that short. I think that's just a manipulation dip. So let that do what it may. And I'll wait for the flip. This is going to be my area of interest, though. I need to see this high taken. As long as we still respect these areas down in here, once price breaks this high right here, I'm interested in the buys. As long as it breaks it before 11:30, I'll look to pull the trigger. If it doesn't break it by 11:30, I'll sit back and I'll draw up a different idea based on how this current 30-minute candle closes here. All right, so we have this nice doji style candle at the low here, SMT. I'm looking for that delivery candle higher to send price potentially to this gap, which is that 10 a.m. high. Maybe higher, but this is looking pretty weak. So I would just target 30,098, 30,100 area. All right, so yeah, no news. So that just looks like a nice manipulation. That's looking like a nice manipulation move. And as I mentioned, the AI gave you the short signal here, right here, stops above the high right here, highlighted there. You get a decent move to this low, and then now you're getting a bullish trend shift to the upside. So if the AI is right, it's probably going to agree with me here and give us a banger move to the upside. We'll see. Patience, patience. All right, cool. So you can see the manipulation, right? Just wait for the manipulation to wear off, bro. Like, hopefully it doesn't take as long as yesterday, but you can clearly see that instead of just going higher, price is doing its best to manipulate lower and lower and lower without actually going anywhere, right? So that's my cue that this isn't bearish. This is just hoping that you buy it too soon so it can stop you out, which is so dirty. But we know by now that the markets love to play dirty. So we should anticipate that. We should take advantage of it. And that's exactly what the game plan is here. Wait for this to shake out the early buyers. And if we get the confirmation, I'm going to long the snot out of this. All right. If not, man, I will happily walk away. You know what I mean? We have another, what was it? 11:20. We have like 40, 50 minutes left on stream here. And here we go. Price just wanted this low. But look at the RTY, right? Remember the RTY is your best friend when it comes to trading these assets. The RTY will not lie to you as much as the others will. So with that, you see what happens. These two way down here doing absolutely nothing. Meanwhile, RTY is still holding this bullish idea as if it's like just waiting for the others to stop pretending. All right, so if this ends up being truly weak here, the RTY will catch up and it'll be a bearish move off of that, right? So if that's the case, then just let it go because there was no clean sell signal here. And how do you know that there was no clean sell signal? Because price failed to rebalance into any of these gaps. Right, that's your cue. If price is truly going somewhere, it'll rebalance. If price is manipulating, it 9 times out of 10, it won't rebalance. It'll just run. All right, so hopefully all of this makes sense. Right now, it sounds like, well, maybe you could be wrong, bro, but give it some time. And this literally could turn into the bottom, similar to yesterday, and you'll see price end up way up here somewhere in no time. RTY showing some weakness. I want to see RTY still maintain these lows, man. I don't want to see it get too weak here. So we'll see. I'm gonna just step aside for the next 8 minutes because clearly price is not gonna give me the trade I wanted in this 30-minute window. It's doing the same thing over and over. It gives you a bullish move and then it waits till like halfway through the candle to be like, all right, psych. And then the same thing here, waits to halfway through the candle and then it's like, psych. Eventually, you're going to see it pick a side. what do you know, right? You see why I trade 30-minute cycles. As soon as this new 30-minute candle opens, now we're able to make it back up to this high, right? Now we're able to start flipping all this congestion in here. I don't know. It was just a complete power of three for this candle. You see this accumulation range period. We get a fake move the opposite way. We take out this low, which is why I'm going to take my trade on NASDAQ. If it gives us the confirmation, I will take the buys on the NASDAQ based on this low. You see that the weaker one takes out this low. So you want to buy the stronger one ideally. And then once we fill this gap here, I'm looking to long here. There's nothing down in here, bro. Maybe just put my stop around like here. Something like this. Just because, like, where do you put your stop on a trade like this? And then you just trade it back up to 10 a.m. Something like that. All right, so I'll go like 52 points there. Draw this up. And this will be the first attempt. It's 11:34 and I haven't taken a trade yet. So I need this to hold, right? It's the same profile we were looking for 3 times in a row. But the first 2, it failed to deliver. Now we're showing speed. I would expect this one actually to start breaking out here. Any move or strong move back above this high is where I will pull the trigger for my trade idea. Somewhere around 29,985. And I'm going with a 5 contract trade. My stop will be down here. And like I said, for those who, you could put a stop loss in literally by clicking the plus sign right here. Because you're in a buy trade, you need to put a stop, right? Which will be a sell stop, meaning it's going to sell your contracts that you bought if it gets down in here, and you can put it right here, right? So I can just put that right there. I can move it around, right? Wherever I want to put it. And once the trade gets confirmed, I will be, bro, what is this doing, bro? I don't know, guys. Maybe it's just not a trading day, bro. Like every single opportunity it gets to go higher, it refuses. We'll see though, because this one is, I like how this one's actually giving you criteria early on, right? It's only 11:36. We have an entire 20 minutes or so for this to develop. All right, but yeah, so that's how you put your stop order in. You just go over here, hit the plus sign, put sell stop, and then you drag it to where you want it to be. So if I was in a trade, it would be here, right? 29,933. And then you just let it sit there and you're good. But this is, bro, this is so stupid, bro. Look at where it's rejecting to, the same area from this morning. Oh, midnight price. Okay, so that makes sense to me. That makes sense to me, bro. Midnight price is rejecting. We have this entire 2-minute candle here that could hold. We'll see. If this tries to go bearish, I'm okay with that, right? I'm okay with the sell. I just need to see sell protocol, and I'm okay with that, right? Because let's go to the 30-minute chart here. We swept this high of 11 a.m. 30-minute chart over here. Look at that. We swept the high. This is not bearish. This is not bearish. This is not bearish. This is not bearish, but I don't think it's bullish. Oh yeah, it's still, we're still getting some strength off of this low here on RTY, so it could still be bullish. You don't want to see it get too weak here. You want to see this start to flip, bro. If RTY gets back underneath this low, then that just tells me not buying it again, bro. Every time you get a clean protocol for buy, it finds a way to just waste time. Yet we still haven't sold off, right? So that's your cue that, like, all right, bro, I should just be sticking to the buys until I get a clean buy, because every so-called sell-off goes nowhere before being bought right back up, right? And then you're seeing the exhaustion at the lows with the SMTs and the blahs. But some stuff is really just like stop the chop. Stop the chop. You know what I'm saying? Stop the chop. Just stop it. My goodness. But if you're just now tuning in, no trades for me so far. I saw a bunch of traders get slapped in the face, chopping along with the markets here. But really just watch this RTY, bro. The RTY is gonna give you the answer most of the time. So if we start pushing underneath these lows on the RTY, it's a wrap. Just wait. Actually, it'll be over. It'll be 12 o'clock. So yeah, I'll be done. No trades, no harm, no foul. And you get to walk away scot-free. It's almost like the markets came in with a smoking hot gun and started shooting at people who tried to buy it. So instead of like being upset that you didn't catch a trade, just think of it as you dodged a bullet, bro. You didn't take any hit. You didn't take any loss. And that's a win. That's equal, if not better than a win in these type of conditions. Because you can literally look to your left and you can say, bro, this isn't going anywhere. And it's just being so dirty. 9, the market opened right here. Look at where we are. Same price. Maybe you caught this bottom, but that's not likely because there was no retest. When you finally get the retest in these gaps here, it's small moves higher. Yeah, we're chilling, bro. Big chilling. We're chilling, man. We are chilling. Eat me a little snack. Enjoy my fresh balance, which is at $0 today. And I'm sure if you guys watch any other YouTube traders, I'm sure you saw them either take a loss or not take a trade. So you should be asking yourself, how do I get to the point where when the markets aren't moving, I'm not in a position, and then vice versa, when the markets are moving, I am in a position. I feel like that's the first step towards like really being a good trader. Next to, of course, like risk management, right? You don't want to be losing more than a certain amount of money each day. And then honestly, I think that's probably all you need. So yeah, just watch how these markets are just eating time away. Just eating the clock. Going nowhere. That is what you call time decay. That is what you call time distortion or delayed deliveries. Yeah, so you can see it. You can see the selling pressure picking up here. We're going to take these lows. Probably going to end up taking out these lows here. Yep. Yep. You can't tell me this doesn't look identical to yesterday. Every single high in here failing to be swept. Just building up these targets. Look at this. You know what happens when this type of stuff generates right here? Where there's just a straight line with no breaker past those levels. I'll show you what happens, right? Let's go look at yesterday. Yesterday, same thing. Market opens, generates all of these ridiculous, perfect highs. What happens? Price breaks out and goes right towards those levels. That's just how the markets work. So when you see this, you got to give the markets time to, try and get there. Like yesterday, if you notice, the bottom was at literally 1:27 p.m. 1:30 p.m. was the bottom before price actually made a genuine effort to try and get up here. And it still didn't get there until, what time was this? 4 a.m. Right? So this is how slow the market has been moving lately. So that's why my patience has been a little more generous lately. I understand that it may not, the real move may not happen at the beginning like we would expect. Look, there goes that low. Beautiful. Good job, guys. Good job. There goes the low. And look, right back to this weekly open. So the same trade we were thinking about taking earlier from this move right here, right? We were thinking about shorting here. Look at what price does. It just pulls back to waste time. It was always thinking lower. And then now it finally gets there. Finally. And this is why you don't. This is a perfect example of why you do not short once. You don't short at the lows, right? Imagine all the people who shorted right here. Either you got break even or you got stopped out, right? Same thing here. At a low. Anytime price takes out a low, this is the reaction that you're typically going to get. So a lot of people probably tried to short this, get slapped in the face. Same thing over here. Now we're taking out this low. People might be trying to short this. They'll get slapped in the face, bro, if they don't protect themselves. If you watch me long enough, you'll see what I see. So now let's go ahead and start cleaning up these buys. As we see, every single clean buy setup is getting met with selling pressure, but it's really not that weak in the sense of if we're so weak, why we're still hanging out in here? It should be way down here somewhere by now, and it's not. So that's telling me we're probably going to end up targeting these levels here on a breakout. If it happens today, it may not happen today, right? I understand that. I'm not greedy. I'm not chasing the markets. I don't care if it doesn't want to give a good trade. It's just my job to identify a good trade when it happens, So we're chilling, man. I think if you're a good trader, you either didn't catch a trade, or if you did, you caught a short somewhere up in here. Those were the best plays. Yeah, those were by far the best plays. There we go. RTY, did it take that low? Not yet. Not yet. What I'll do is, like I said, I'll keep tracking it here for the 15 minutes or so, but I'm gonna wrap it up at the move will probably happen around the same time as yesterday, but it's just not worth the mental capacity, bro. You don't want to settle for trades that happen this late, because you're basically agreeing to low volume, right? If you're okay with low volume, then you can't be mad if this type of stuff continues. When you get in your trade, you think it's going somewhere, you think it's going to go, then it just pulls back and stops you out and does this again. You can't even be mad when it does that, because you agreed that you wanted to participate, right? After 12 o'clock, it's just the chances of good volume start to drop, right? And let's look at the rest of the market. Look, rest of the market is either negative or flat, 0.3. Amazon looking good. Let's take a look at Amazon. Open Amazon. Look at Amazon. Amazon's still up at the highs. 9:30 open way down here. Look at that. That's a beautiful chart. That's a beautiful move here from Amazon today. But as far as everything else goes, it's pretty flat or negative. Microsoft negative, Nvidia, one of the biggest, if not the biggest tech stock, negative. Yeah, I would say Nvidia is the one that's holding us back. Nvidia is the biggest player in NASDAQ. Yeah, we're chilling. We're chilling. And also remember, there's no major news this week. So this is the type of price action that really should be expected, to be honest. I'm not even gonna pretend like this isn't common. This is very common. Look at that. Good job. All right, now this basically just ends the stream for me. No trade today. No trade today. And that's, like I said, I don't even want to be upset about it, because I want you guys to see that this is a big part of being a good trader. When the market doesn't want to go anywhere, every single time price thought about going somewhere, it reversed. Thought about going higher, reversed. These sells right here are literally the only part of the puzzle that maybe you could take, but who wants to sit through a trade that's doing this? Not me, right? So this is actually a win in my book. No trades today. Let me start cleaning up my charts and just get ready for tomorrow. Thursday, let's see what the daily candles look like. All right, yeah, so you can obviously tell that this big void in the market is going to get filled, and that's what price is trading back towards here. So maybe tomorrow we get a clean sell setup, or Friday, we'll see. But as of today, job well done. If you finished today's session without losing any money or making money, good job. Job well done. And we'll be back at it tomorrow, man. There's nothing for me to play here. We took out all these lows, right? This candle's about to close in 10 minutes, and there's nothing really showing any clear direction for me. So that's where I'll just call it. All right. You guys be smart, man. I know most of you probably going to get off a stream and go try to find a trade, but just look at the clock, bro. The clock is going to pay you every single time. After 12 o'clock, you're begging for more shenanigans, right? The most volume in the market happens between 9:30 and 12. That's a fact. No one can argue that. So that means you're getting the most speed, the most clarity. And if the market decides to go sideways during this, then it's probably going to go sideways during the rest of the session. Give or take a few days that don't, but all in all, really nice, man. Let me screenshot this, drop it in the chat room, and I am out of here. You said unmuted? Oh, not anymore, right? Should be good. Let me see. I don't think I'm muted. Yeah, I'm chilling right now. Yeah, we're good. So Apex, they haven't announced it yet. It's supposed to be sometime this week. They're gonna announce the big deal, and that's gonna be the next evaluation account that I'm gonna get. If it's true, I just heard someone mention it. It's a pretty credible guy. So if it's true, then yeah, I'll let you guys know. But it's not out just yet. And if you have questions about the options trades, just jump in the chat room, and we'll talk about it there. Look at this, bro. I can already tell. As soon as I get off, it's probably gonna start pretending that it just wants to go higher. But yeah, it's a Wednesday. Enjoy your day, guys. Catch you guys tomorrow. Later.